Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday, so we know what that means. Yes, it's Friday funny, and this is just, I mean, it's kind of serious, but we can laugh at it because, they are calling for rich countries to pay climate reparations, and the debate is on at COP27. And the New York Post called it, well, this is an editorial, an opinion, but Biden's, who's ever running the White House right now, we know who that is a lunatic bid to pay poor nations for climate reparations. Now, it is the most ridiculous thing, and I did a video the other night about how much, the United States has given to the world year after year after year, and we don't owe the world anything for living our lives, not breaking any laws, not doing anything wrong. But right here, well, I don't know if you like her. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking about her tweet here the other day. This was from December 21st. Um, she says the American taxpayers are literally propping up many countries all over the world in foreign aid, but America is virtually crumbling before our eyes, which is true. And here is a video of how much we're paying people. Iraq, 1.17 billion a year just in foreign aid. Okay, who's paying America foreign aid? We are the poorest country in the history of the world, and 31 trillion on the books currency collapsing debt. Never mind everything that isn't on the books. And they say another 200 trillion in unfunded liabilities. Okay, who's giving America donations? Nobody. Does America have money to give out in donations? No. But so that's kind of why we're laughing about this here. I mean, it's not funny. This poor little kid doesn't have a future. This just it's ludicrous. Jordan, 1.16 billion. Syria, 819 million. Ethiopia, 806 million. Are they a poor country that we're expected to give more money to? South Sudan, 449 million. Nigeria, 739. Dr. Congo, 672. So we can just kind of play this little video here, and we can go through the list. Yemen, 630. Lebanon, Kenya, Niger, 500, half a billion dollars, 573 million. Bangladesh, Uganda, Somalia. Okay, that's a poor country. How far does $461 million go? Pretty far. Same thing for Tanzania. South Africa, 393 million. Pakistan. We're giving money to Pakistan? Don't those people hate us? Colombia. What are we giving money to Colombia? Or what are we giving money to any of these people for? We don't owe them anything. Egypt, 214 million. Haiti, 207 million. Zimbabwe, 201 million. What are we giving Russia? We're giving Russia $159 million a year. And yet, people want to act like the United States just owes the world and just continues to owe the world and owe the world and owe the world and owe the world. And the United States truly does not owe the world. El Salvador, 88 million. Okay, India, 85 million. They're an up and coming country. Well, what are we giving them money for? Peru. Well, what are we giving Peru money for? What do we give it? Mexico, 668.5 million. And how much? Billions for all of their citizens to live here on the American dime? Sri Lanka, 42.5 million. What are we giving these people money for? This is ridiculous. Nicaragua, 30 million. Jamaica, 29.25 million. I mean, this is Ecuador. They're a pretty, Costa Rica, they have a pretty high standard of living in those countries. Panama, $9.7 million. What are we giving all of these people money for? And why on earth does anyone think that we owe them anything more than they're already getting? This is just ridiculous. America is absolutely, by far, the poorest country in the history of the world. And the amount of foreign aid that just goes out the door while Americans have nothing, while our, soldiers, veterans have nothing, while American homeless are being put out of homeless shelters for illegal invaders. And we are expected to think that we owe the world climate reparations? No, no. So we're just putting out a little end of the year Friday funny because the idea of climate reparations is just so absurd and ridiculous. Um, you know, of course, it's being brought on by the powers that are, but it is just absurd and ridiculous. The conversation needed to end it before it started. And what we're going to give people US dollars that are less and less and less valuable every single day, the more currency collapsing debt we go into. So this is just an absolute absurd idea, absurd demand. America owes the world nothing. And America needs to stop giving money to every single person in the world. America can't afford it. So it's just a little end of the year Friday funny. Happy holidays, people. I think next week I might have to be busy doing something else, like trying to get a lawsuit to Project Veritas. So maybe they do their job of exposing the entire fraudulent environmental industry, or maybe James O'Keefe just has to come clean that a lot, if not most all, of the statements that he says about him and Project Veritas are blatantly false, because that is the only way that the environmental educator is ever going to get any press and get the light years best environmental education and agenda implemented. And if we did this, there would be absolutely no talk whatsoever about climate reparations, except the same people that are talking about climate reparations, including the current White House occupiers, are people that prevent the solutions the world needs. So just a little end of the year laugh, and stay tuned, people. Have happy holidays.